Matter start after 3 seconds. Start. Those witnesses have given a consistent version about the occurrence that the appellant fired at the deceased with a country-made pistol which he was carrying in his hand. Despite cross-examination, nothing substantial was elicited from the witnesses to discredit their testimony. In the context of oral evidence corroborated by the medical evidence, the trial court rightly held that the appellant was responsible for the death of the deceased, who met with a homicidal death due to gunshot injuries. The non recovery of the country made pistol does not materially affect the case of the prosecution. In a case of this nature, any omission on the part of the investigation officer cannot go against the prosecution case. The story of the prosecution is to be examined divorce such omission by the investigating agency. Otherwise, it would shake the confidence of the people not merely in the law enforcing agency but also in the administration of justice. When death follows, the causing of such injury is intended and such offense constitutes murder. To determine the nature of the injury, the nature of the weapon used, and the part of the body on which the injury is caused are relevant factors. The overt act has been done by the appellant accused. When there is a time gap between the occurrence and the trial, it is impossible for the police and the investigating officer to recall minute details. Minor discrepancies in evidence or inability to recall details about the description of houses, roads, and streets after several years do not vitiate the evidence. The absence of independent witnesses or the behavior of witnesses at the time of a crime is not enough to reject the evidence. A witness being a close relative is not sufficient to reject his testimony if it is otherwise credible. Discrepancies may arise due to error of observation, loss of memory due to lapse of time, or mental disposition such as shock at the time of the occurrence. Due to these factors, normal discrepancies do not affect the credibility of a witness. Granting the benefit of doubt in such cases may result in a miscarriage of justice. Letting the guilty escape is not doing justice. A judge presides over the trial not only to ensure that no innocent person is punished but also to see that the guilty do not escape. Discrepancies of a tribal nature cannot be the basis for rejecting the evidence of witnesses, nor can the non examination of some witnesses be a ground to reject the prosecution case when reliable witnesses have already been examined. The person who first furnishes information to the authorities might be fresh with the facts, but he need not necessarily have the skill or ability to reproduce the details of the entire story without any omissions. Some may even miss important detail in narration. Every person does not have a sharp memory to recall all events accurately, and this cannot be expected from either a layman or a lawman. Full stop over.